Hi,
Hello.
who are you?
I am a traveler and I'm traveling along different kinds of places, different paths, different altitudes. I'm gathering mosses, gathering pebbles, and collecting them in a bag which is behind my back. And it's a little heavy, but it's also nice. It's also evocating.
Have you ever felt like a captive?
I have. And it's again an interesting story because what I was thinking as freedom was actually also a source of captivity. When I was on the verge of finishing my school, I wanted to study abroad. And I was making my preparations by myself, and I could see that my parents were very supportive towards that. I was in 11th standard. It was towards the end of 11th standard, and at that point of time, when I told my father that I want to go to British Council to get access to the library, he was like, "Okay, so you were serious during all the preparations that you are doing?" And I was like, "Are you serious right now?" So I have been doing this for at least 2 years now. And they're like, "Oh no, we thought it was like a hobby to you." And I was like, "Why would you think that?" And I didn't have any plan to study in India. And at that point of time, my parents said that doing engineering won't be a great idea because they knew me and they were right. But that's not important that they were right. For me, it was important to go against whatever they are saying. I was thinking that I am defying them. I am doing everything that they do not want me to do. But in the hindsight, I was always thinking about them. I was always thinking about how to displease them. Much later, I realized that no, this is not what I want. What I have done, what I have chosen, it's done and dusted. Now I can walk that path forward or I can change the track, but it should be because of me. I want to be the main character of my story. I do not want to survive to displease somebody or please somebody. So that is the moment of understanding when I actually understood that all along I was experiencing captivity, which I didn't know.
It's interesting. You talk about the rebel being a captive and not really being free. When did you first experience freedom?
It was December 2021, and there were certain family situations which were going on, and because of that, like my brother, his business failed miserably and he was at a huge loss, and my father decided to pay off his debts by selling our two-storied house. So that happened, and after that we decided that my brother would live separately, I would live separately, and I wanted my father to come with me because I knew my brother is not a responsible human being to whom you can, give the responsibility of a person who needs geriatric care. My father had 2 strokes and he had some walking issues because of the strokes, paralysis and stuff. And since my father could not walk on his own, I wanted him to stay at a, care facility where he would have physiotherapy every day. He agreed. And 2 days before he was supposed to visit that facility, he needed a complete health checkup. And my brother volunteered that, okay, I'll take that for the checkup. And also I'll take him to my apartment. I'll show him my apartment because he'll not be living there. So I want him to show the apartment. I was like, okay. My father was a completely changed person. He was like, "Why do you want me to leave home and stay there?" I was like, "It is a facility. Just like a hospital that you had gone to when you had a stroke or you had a burr hole surgery. It's a facility. You're going there for time being. If it does not work out, you can come back at any point of time." So my brother manipulated my father to make him believe that it's an old age home and he is being sent for life. And I'm like, "You are a lawyer. You have all the papers in front of you. What makes you think that it is something else?" And he was like, "No, what is your advantage in this?" And I'm like, I have already paid 50,000 rupees. If you're not going, the money is going down the drain. So where do you see my advantage in the whole thing? And I didn't have any tinge of emotion at that point of time. I was not sad. I was not angry. I was not confused. I was not happy. I was completely emotionless at this point of time. But after that, at least I knew, at least there was clarity. That constant nagging thought, like, what's happening, that was gone. So these two birds were within me. One part of me wanted to break free. One part of me wanted to, still it is a bad place, but it is a known space. It is a known toxicity. So the struggle between I want to, but do I want to? So these two birds were me, and finally to be able to break free that was it. That was my moment of freedom.
এমনে দুই পাখি দোহারে ভালোবাসে তবুও কাছে নাহি পায় খাঁচার ফাঁকে ফাঁকে পরশে মুখে মুখে নীরবে চোখে চোখে চায় দুজনে কেহ কারে বুঝিতে নাহি পারে বোঝাতে না রে আপনার দুজনে একা একা ঝাপটি মারে পাখা কাতরে কয় কাছে আয় বনের পাখি বলে না কবে খাঁচায় রুধি দিবে দ্বার খাঁচার পাখি বলে হায় মোর শকতি নাহি উড়িবার